You do not need expensive gear to run a professional looking podcast. I'm going to show you how to set up a 3-camera podcast using nothing but smartphones and a PC, completely free. This is the same setup I use for a 2-person interview, and by the end of this video, you'll have a fully switched multi-camera show ready to edit. All you need is 3 smartphones and a PC. I'm positioning one phone at eye level as my main close-up, one further back as my wide-angle shot, and I've got my 3rd camera here as my guest close-in angle shot. Together, these 3 angles give you the professional look of a 2-person setup. To get all 3 phones into our computer, we're using Winokam, which is free and runs over Wi-Fi, no cables or adapters needed. Install Winokam on each phone, add them in your computer settings, and then all 3 phones are going to appear in OBS as video sources. For recording, we're using OBS Studio, which is also free. Inside OBS, we'll add each phone as a video capture source, which is going to be our webcams. Then we're going to also add in a filter which is called Source Record. This is going to go ahead and give us our individual recordings. So if there's anything that goes wrong with the live recording, we have those tracks that we can fall back to for editing later. And then we have them that we can go ahead and switch between them. We add the scenes in here. So right now I have my right camera active. I can switch back over to my main camera, and you can see that over here, and I still have my left camera, which is facing the interview area. If I want to, I can also go ahead and wire these up to switch at a key press command. I've currently wired them to the number pad 1, 2, and 3, so I can switch easily between them. Goes ahead and gives me that option. If I had a Steam Deck, I could go ahead and do the same thing for the Steam Deck. So that's the great advantage. This becomes my video switcher completely free. For editing, we're using DaVinci Resolve, another free program. What we're going to do is go ahead and import all of our videos that we just created with our last session, and then we're going to quickly and rapidly edit them. So what we do is we import our media. So now I've selected all 3 files. We're going to go ahead and create a multimedia time clip. We drag that down here, and once we have that multimedia clip, then we can go ahead and come down here into our timeline, and this will allow us to rapidly switch between the 3 camera angles that we actually saved. And so this is how we can rapidly edit our project between our 3 angles and get the perfect podcast right away. Once we have all the video angles done correctly, we can go ahead and go into the far light tab over here, and then this is going to let us do all the audio editing that we need to do to our podcast. Once we have the audio perfectly set the way we want, we have the video set the way we want, we can come down here to the last step here, which is the deliver tab. We're going to go ahead and give our podcast a name, and then we're going to go ahead and render it all, and then we have a podcast that is fully produced and ready to go. That's a full 3-camera podcast setup. 3 phones, Winokam, OBS, DaVinci Resolve. Nothing paid, nothing complicated. If this helped you, subscribe. There's a lot more coming for podcasters who want a professional looking podcast without the professional price tag.